this
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. As with lots of my videos, once I post them, I realize I could either add more content or revise some of the things I said. In this case, I need to add more content. So since I want to go down this road yet again, here is part 2 of my 2025 Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series breakdown. I hope you guys enjoy it. First on the list is the 2022 Modified Racing Series champion, Jacob Perry. He will attempt to run the full Tri-Track season and is planning on driving for a few teams. First, he will pilot the number 4 car for Ken Matlock Motorsports, whom recruited Tony Ferrante from Long Island to help Perry. It is a newer TFR race car with Billy the Kid racing engines, so the performance will be there for him. I've seen this car race last year with Kyle Elwood, and it was competitive. In addition, he will return to driving the red number 55 car for Baggett Racing. Now, his 2024 season on the Tri-Track Series doesn't look good on paper due to accidents he was caught up in. However, if you look at the other 7 open modified races he competed in at the same tracks the Tri-Track Series raced on, he had an average finish of 6.28. Now, driving with very few sponsors paired with racing for his own team and the Baggett team, that's pretty good. If he can avoid the accidents that he was caught up in during the 2024 season, I think he will be in contention for podiums and especially top 5s. His schedule is jammed-packed, but I believe all the racing he will be doing will have a positive effect on his racing results. Max Zachem is another driver whom has come so close to winning one of these open races. Every year he gets closer and closer, no matter if it's for his own number 20 team or the Doug DePisa-owned Prestige Motorsports number 13 car. He's always had to drive with limited sponsorship from his family business of Lumax Package Store until getting some help from USNE Power. Last year, at most of the tracks the Tri-Track Series has raced on, he was able to get top 5s and top 10 finishes. I always thought the Thompson Speedway was where he had the most success as a driver in his own car, but I think Star and Waterford are the tracks to watch him at this season. If luck can go his way, I think he'll be on the podium and have a chance at a win this season. He's a great guy, and I'd love to see him in victory lane. Down south, Luke Baldwin was the 2024 Smart Modified champion and will be a rookie on the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series in 2025. He will be very exciting to watch throughout the season in his family-owned 7 New York car. I think most teams and fans, myself included, are really interested in how he will adapt to all the racetracks on the schedule. In the past, Stafford has been the only track he has raced on, and with limited experience. Paired with racing against the best guys in the Northeast modified racing scene, I think he may inherit a steep learning curve. However, Baldwin is one of the young guns whom has probably the brightest future ahead of him, especially with all his connections in the sport. I think the main thing everyone is worried about, just like all the other young guys, is if he can control his car and not fall into bad habits by using the chrome horn or forcing the issue. I think of Brian Narducci a lot when I think of Baldwin. Narducci has become a lot smoother and calculated driver whom a couple years ago, you'd be worried when he was behind you, because he would force the issue and attempt a bottom shot pass, even if a speck of air was visible on the bottom lane. Now he has chilled out a lot and has been able to win more races, and more importantly, the respect on the racetrack and in the pit area. If Baldwin can be patient and not wear his tires out early, I'd watch out for him, as he can definitely win races and even make a run at a high points finish. Baldwin won the Smart Tour Championship as a rookie, and it was his first time in a Tour type modified. That alone is an amazing feat and shows how quickly he can adapt to such a fast race car. Now, the competition level down south is nothing compared to the guys up north, but the North Carolina Invader is definitely someone to keep your eye on throughout the year. He had a top 5 at New Smyrna on the NASCAR Tour this year, and New Smyrna is a lot like the Thompson Speedway. So we will see if that translates well at the Icebreaker later this month. The Bulldog Eric Berndt has won at the 3 CT tracks in the SK Modified and is the 2003 Thompson Speedway track champion, but is still looking for that first Tour-type modified win. He has always had to drive for underfunded teams, but has teamed up with Ferguson Motorsports and has been able to be very competitive. I think he could have won the Waterford Tri-Track race last year, but the pit stop really cost him the chance to win and was stuck in the middle of the pack after leading the first half of the race. He is a very smooth and quiet driver that flies under the radar, and I expect him to have a great run at the Speed Bowl this year. Hopefully he can get into victory lane. I don't believe he will be racing the full schedule either, but he should be fun to watch. This next driver is someone I believe has the potential to go on a long winning streak and is very fast if he's in the right situation. That driver is Chase Dowling. Dowling was winning a bunch of tri-track and open modified races from 2019 to 2023. He has 6 wins with 11 top 5s and 12 top 10s in the 22 races he's competed in since 2019. He took the season off last year, and after hearing the news that he will be driving some races for the Tinio 44 team on the NASCAR side, I hope that brings him back to the tri-track scene as well. The Stafford Speedway ace brings his engineering background with him, and it helps him set the car up well. He's been able to win at Thompson, Thunder Road, and Seekonk in the past, so the schedule definitely works in his favor. Hopefully the car won't have any equipment issues, as in 2023, the car just didn't seem to have the speed it once had. I'd keep my eyes on him if he is entered in any of these races, as he will be in contention for wins. Another dark horse thread in modified racing is Chris Pastriak. The Lisbon native started out in modifieds in the Modified Racing Series while being able to dominate and capture 2 series championships. He's a driver that I am waiting to see in the winless streak. He keeps himself out of trouble, and I think some of the more heavily financed teams are able to get ahead of his family-owned operation. He's had the most success in a modified at the Waterford Speed Bowl, so I think that's the track I circle on the schedule for him to have his best run. He just needs to be able to start towards the front of the field. Last season, the 2 best finishes he had came from when he started inside the top 3. So qualifying well will pay dividends for him during the race. Young NHSTRA modified standout. Matt Kimball has entered the tour-type modified racing world quietly, but has become more and more of a contender as the seasons have come and gone. He had the lead with 5 laps to go at Thunder Road, but ended up finishing 3rd along with a 5th place finish at White Mountain. He was able to start a career best second at Star and had an average finish of 7th for the little team from Bennington, New Hampshire. In addition, he picked up the win at Claremont Speedway on the Modified Racing Series. I expect him to only race at the New Hampshire racetracks, but based off last season, I think he will be able to get top 5s at all 3 New Hampshire races on the schedule this season. In addition, he has one of the best looking paint schemes out there, so maybe that'll help his lap times as well. A former winner on the Tri-Track Series is Dana DiMatteo, and he was able to drive for the Zarnecki 20 modified team in open shows last season, but did not enter any Tri-Track races in 2024. He was competitive last year, but I am not sure if they will enter any races this year except in the Modified Racing Series and open shows. I miss seeing this team on the track, and I think Dana is a great driver to have behind the wheel. He's proven he can win against the big names and teams, and I believe if they entered some of these races, Dana might be up front more often than you think. So there you have it, part 2 of my 2025 Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series breakdown. Do I need to make a part 3? Let me know what you think. So long from the Speedway.